It's a very sad day here for Urbex. I'm here at the Frisch'S Big Boy mainliner location, and the reason that I'm here is because Big Boys have just begun closing all across Ohio, and I believe they're going to start closing all across the Midwest, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, because the Frisch'S Big Boys, from what I understand, are actually owned by the Elias brothers, which is out of Michigan. The ones when I grew up in the Detroit area were under the Elias brothers name. Anyways, I just heard on the radio that locations across Cincinnati are being taken to court, and it kind of sounded like maybe they're not paying their taxes or paying dues on the restaurants themselves, and that's why we just had several locations close across the Cincinnati area, and more are to come in the future. So we're going to document this awesome Frisch'S Big Boy, because this is an original and it's got the museum in it, and just look at that sign. I'm hoping to come back at some point and see it lit up.
So it's been a few weeks since I visited this location, and ever since, more and more Big Boy locations are being forced to shut down around the Cincinnati, Ohio area. So here's the information I know and why the Frisch'S Big Boy locations are shutting down one by one. So from my understanding and research, apparently the owners of the Frisch'S Big Boy franchise aren't paying their bills, so one after another, judges and courts are ordering certain locations to be shut down that are delinquent. I also just read a City Beat article that says another 5 Greater Cincinnati Frisch'S restaurants have been ordered to close. Frisch'S is also now facing a lawsuit from FC Cincinnati, which alleges that the restaurant chain owes it over $156,000 for a sponsorship deal. And these aren't locations that are closing because they're bad or because they don't have any business, because the one down the street from me by Fields Ertl, it's actually got a Sims Township location. That one was ordered to close recently too. I did visit that location recently, and the food was still good, the service still nice, and it was still fairly busy, so it didn't close because of lack of business or poor quality. So hearing that locations were closing one by one in rapid succession, or rather being forced to close, I knew that I had to make it out to this location and quick. And although it doesn't look it, this is a very historic Big Boy location. Now, I hate to say it, but I'll be surprised if within the next few months we have any of the Frisch'S Big Boy franchise left. We should still have the ones that are up in Michigan, because those were originally run by the Elias brothers, and I think from some research recently, I discovered that at some point Bob's Big Boys has begun taking them over. And the Elias brothers ones up in Michigan are what I remember growing up with. So I'm going to leave you here with my historian to tell you all about the history of this restaurant, and then we'll get to sit down and have a meal together and check out the awesome retail museum that's in here all about Big Boy and the Frisch'S, and it's just amazing. You're not going to want to miss this.
In 1939, Dave Frisch would open the mainliner restaurant. This was Cincinnati's first year-round drive-in. It was named after the tri-motor passenger planes, also known as mainliners, that flew overhead on their way to the nearby Lunkett Airport. Today, some 78 years later, a replica plane can still be seen adorning the restaurant sign. Then in 1946, Dave would meet Bob Wyan of Bob's Big Boy. He would introduce him to the famous double-decker burger called the Big Boy. This was the dawn of the Frisch'S we know and love today. So let's head inside to experience a meal for what might be the last time.
All right, you guys, we're going to take an in-depth look at the Frisch'S Big Boys menu, which, from what I recall, when I moved from Michigan to Ohio, the Big Boys in Michigan had a slightly different menu than the Ohio ones. But there's a look at some of the burgers. There's the chicken. They actually do have good food here. I always like Big Boy. It's, you know, not terribly expensive place to eat. And the food's always been decent.
This is what I would get. Try something caramel. I think I'll just have these.
All right, here's a look at the breakfast platter. The bacon looks a little overdone.
Overdone, it's burned. Burned. Do you see? Black. Burned.
The rest of everything looks great. The hash browns look nice and golden. And I got the chili spaghetti, not Cincinnati style.
Chili.
Yeah, it looks great. I love these dishes. I wish I could get one of those plates or bowls. That'd be amazing. Maybe I find something on eBay. Actually, I want the stuff in the museum when they close.
It tastes like?
Well, you can try the bacon. You might be surprised. It might be really good. Very smoky.
Go, just brought you the whole thing.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Thanks.
It's very burned.
Okay. Try the hash browns.
Ugh.
I might eat it.
Well, here. Be my guest.
You got one piece.
Why do I have to try everything?
Because this is a food review, because you're not going to be able to review it ever again.
They're delicious.
Okay, how about the eggs?
The eggs are cooked.
Well, yeah, I would hope the eggs are cooked.
Those are good eggs.
Okay, cool. Score.
Yeah.
The ketchup.
Yeah.
The ketchup is making you choke. What is with this piece of fart burger? Okay. Trying out this bacon. Look at this bacon. Ooh, look at that. Look at it. It won't focus. There it goes.
What's this? Sugar-free.
Smoky. Woo.
Don't talk with
All right, you guys, I've got to try the chili spaghetti.
it. Has
It,
so
it looks really, woo, it looks
Everything
good. Yeah, everything's good.
it's delicious.
All right, here we go.
Wait till you swallow.
It's definitely not Cincinnati style chili, and
It's
I
good.
totally am so thrilled that it's not Cincinnati style chili. It's actually really good.
It's really good chili.
Not the best chili spaghetti I've ever had, but it's very good. I would totally order this again. Wait, what is this stuff again? This is the, it's
a
pumpkin spice cake
with caramel.
with caramel. Pumpkin spice cake with caramel. Try some.
Whoa.
I'm not really a fan of caramel. That's why I'm like,
Well, I can't even pick it up. Wait a minute. That's the best ever. Ooh.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's it like?
I don't know how to describe it.
The flavors, man, the flavors.
Pumpkin.
Duh.
It's pumpkin spice.
Okay.
What's the stuff in the middle, though? Ice cream?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Cheesecake? That's
Okay,
what it's
I'm not
called.
really a fan of caramel, but I'm gonna try some at least. Oops.
This is really good.
But I'm gonna at least try a little bit of it. Let's see. Oh. Oh, it is ice cream in the middle. Ooh, hey, that's
good?
really good. I'm shocked that I actually like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have
I'm
some more.
making a mess.
Okie dokie dokie, bye bye.
What you want.
Crazy old lady's making a mess. Uh-oh. Oh
Because
no.
I don't have a plate by me.
Okay,
all
I
sticky
can't cut
now.
off what I want because I don't have an extra plate.
Well,
What
my
are you-
fork keeps dripping.
What is wrong with you? I'm not having trouble. All right, so here is a look at the dessert bar. Some of this is like the desserts and different things for the salad bar. Actually, I think this stuff is supposed to go with the salad bar, but looks kind of more like a dessert bar. And then here is the famous salad bar with the soups. Ooh, that one soup looks really good. Look at that there. That looks so good. And then you've got the salad bar over here, which salad bars are disappearing. They're super rare. Welcome to the coolest museum you'll ever find inside of a big boy. And if this location closes down, which I'm sure it probably will, it'll be sad to find out where this stuff goes, because I would love to have some of this in my museum. Look at some of this stuff that you just can't replace. It's just history that'll be gone.
That's for your car.
Yeah, it's for when they had car hop service.
Hops.
And they've even got The Adventures of Big Boy. Wow, a comic book.
Don't you have one of these?
Of course, over here you have the history of the Frisch'S Big Boys that go all the way back to, wow, 1905 is the first cafe that opened. Look at them. Wow, that is so sad if we lose all of the Big Boys, which we probably will.
The museum.
Yeah, they'll lose the museum too. Trying to get rid of all the glare, but it's really hard to do. '60s, Frisch'S starts selling its original tartar sauce, which you can still buy as of the recording of this video. And I think they have it in grocery stores around the region too. Look at that, wow. Just look at all the history in this place. I know they've gone through a lot of different generations of the Big Boy character, the famous one that sits outside of most of the restaurants. And over here you can see some more memorabilia. I have never seen the comic books. That's so cool. This is like I found a Kmart comic book not that long ago, and I have it in my museum now. And it's very rare. I think it's Looney Tunes Kmart. Wow, look at some of these. Is that like that's like a stamp? Yeah, they're stamps. And then this is the newer Big Boy bank. I have one of those. Oh my gosh, there's like a mallet, a judge mallet. So this would be the evolution of the Big Boy mascot character, 1937, 1969, that's more recognizable. I don't recall ever seeing one that looked like this, although my parents, and I wasn't born, but my parents would have been in Michigan with the Elias Big Boys. And then this is more current. Wow. And I love the theming that they have in here. It's so great because you can sit up at this counter here inside the museum, and I would have done it had my mom been able to get up on the stools, but she couldn't. Even the chairs and the tables are really neat. That's a neat sign too.
Thanks for coming along with me to check out the Frisch'S Big Boy mainliner location and all of its awesome history. If you'd like more videos just like this, check out the links on screen and in the description box below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on another episode of Urbex.